Hello and welcome to Bible study with me, Christian Holm. This is part number 11 in this Bible study series that I have called the Recipe for Salvation Bible Teaching Series. Today I'm going to go through the Bible verses number 24 and to 27 in the 6th chapter in the Gospel of Matthew. And if you're wondering which Bible translation I am using when I am recording this video, it is the New Revised Standard Version from American Bible Society. So I will start reading these Bible verses, and afterwards I will explain these Bible verses for you. So I repeat about the Bible verses. It is the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 6, and verses 24 to 27. I start reading now. No one can serve two masters, for a slave will either hate the one and love the other, or be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and wealth. Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or what you will drink, or about your body, what you will wear. What you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow, nor reap, nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? And can any of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your span of life? Okay, that was the reading of the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 6 and verses 24 to 27. And now I'm going to start to explain these verses for you. Verse number 24. I have explained before, but I can add some new. I can add some more explaining, one more explanation about this verse I can add. One more perspective on this in this video. I read only verse 24 one time and then I explain it. No one can serve two masters, for a slave will either hate the one and love the other, or be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and wealth. This verse means that you cannot serve God and mammon at the same time. You will either hate God and love mammon at the same time, or you will love God and hate mammon at the same time. It is impossible for you to hate God, hate serving God, and hate serving mammon at the same time. And it's also impossible for you to love serving God and love serving mammon at the same time. Either you will love serving God and hate serving mammon at the same time, or you will love serving mammon and hate serving God at the same time. This is what it means. You cannot serve both at the same time. You have to pick one. You have to pick one and be loyal to that one you have chosen. If you pick the devil, then you're serving mammon. If you pick God, the Heavenly Father, YeHoWaH, the only true God, if you pick him, then you be loyal to him. Then you be loyal to him and only serve him. Okay. Verse number 25. Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life. Jesus is here. He has just said that you can not serve God and mammon at the same time, and then he comes with a point just after he has said this. Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or what you will drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? That was verse 25. And now I'm starting to explain this verse. He starts to say, therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life. Do not worry about what you will eat, and do not worry about what you will drink, or about your body. Do not worry about what clothes you will wear on your body. And here comes a rebuke. A rebuke. It's a question, or it's a rebuke with a question mark. So it's more a rebuke than a question, but it is a question, but it is a question that is a rebuke at the same time. Is not life more than food? Is not the life, your life, is that not more valuable than the food? And the body more than clothing? Question mark. I mean, is not your life more valuable than the food? And is not your body more valuable than the clothes? But of course you need food in order to survive. And you need clothes in order to not so that your body will not be cold, or so your body will not be too warm. It is a rebuke here. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Question mark. So it's a rebuke. Yeah, life is more valuable than food. And your body is more valuable than your clothing. And then verse 26, I read it now and then I explain it afterwards. Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? Question mark. Yeah, Jesus Christ, he starts with saying, look at the birds of the air. Look at the small birds, for example. Look at the small birds. The small tiny birds. They neither sow, nor reap, nor gather into barns. Who are sowing and reaping the harvest and then gathering the harvest into barns? Human beings, farmers, they are doing these activities. Farmers, human beings that are farmers, they are sowing and reaping the harvests and then gathering the harvests into barns. But the small birds, they are not doing this. They are fed directly. They are taken care of and fed by the Heavenly Father. Look, so I read verse 26 again. Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? Question mark. So here, the last sentence here is a rebuke again. Are you not of more value than they? With other words, you are of more value than these birds. The Heavenly Father YeHoWaH is seeing you human beings, His children, His children, the disciples of Jesus Christ. They are of more value than these small birds. These small birds that are not sowing and not reaping and not gathering into barns. How much more shall He not feed you that are of more value than these birds? That is the point. And verse number 27. And can any of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your span of life? Can any one of you, by worrying, by doing that act of focusing on to worry, doing that act of worrying, can any one of you, by worrying, can you, by worrying, add a single hour to your span of life? Can you extend your lifespan by worrying? The short answer is, of course, no. You cannot extend your lifespan by worrying. So Jesus Christ is saying, with other words, stop worrying. You're just wasting your time and wasting your life, because your time is your life. Stop worrying. Okay, that was the video for today. Thank you for watching and listening. See you next time. Bye bye.